Okay. Hello, everyone. Today we will be working on the if. This is the exercise for if-else decision making. Basically, they are conditions, and I need to pull up visual, my Visual Studio Code. So the goal for this exercise is to ask the user for their age and determine if they are an adult under 18. So the first thing you want to do is open up your HTML file. That is the file that we've been using from exercise number 1. If you do not have the index.html file, you can go ahead and create one. And so the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to actually get rid of simple math here, because this is going to change. And then we're also going to remove the script, because this is so what we're going to put in for title is age check. And then the third thing that we want to do is we want to add, inside the script tags, add let age equals prompt. Let's put parentheses in here, and then we're going to put down in there, enter your age. And colon. And then make sure that you always put a semicolon. Right, so that one is done. So this will show you a pop-up asking for the users to name, and it's going to store their answers in the variable. So step 4 is we're going to add an if statement. That means we're going to check the value of the age. So here is the code. If age, let's do this. If age is fade, if age equals 18, alert. Oh, I can't spell. Alert. You are an adult. And then make sure that you have a parentheses after that. All right. So this basically means if the age is 18 or older, it's going to show you are in. 5 is add the else statement. So now we're going to handle the opposite case. So we're going to go down to the next one. down to the next line, and we are now going to put else and we're going to put parentheses, and then this is going to say you are under 18. And we're going to go ahead, put the semicolon there. And so then this runs, what this does is it runs when the condition is not true. So now we're going to run our code, so Control S. And then we're going to go back into our folder, open up the browser, open up the file, and we're going to double click on index. It's not doing it. And that is not working. Okay. Oh, it wasn't saved. That's why. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try it again. See if it works now. Okay. Okay, no, that's not working. Oh, oops. Fix. So let's go ahead and fix this. Make sure that you pay attention to all these little red squiggly lines, because then that means there is a problem. This runs when the condition. Fix fix attached problem. Alright, so that is fixed. Looks like everything else. I don't see any more squiggly lines. But if you do see any squiggly lines, so let's go ahead and save this again. Let's go back over to our file. Let's go ahead and just save it. And then let's see if there's any. Okay, so here we go. So that was the issue. So the good thing about the Visual Code Studio is basically it has AI built into it. So if you ever run into an issue, you can use AI to fix it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, but anyways, let's get back to this because what happened is the pop-up did say enter your age. It's asking for your age. So I'm just going to put and say 18. So when you put the letter 18 and the way the code was set up, if you're 18, you are considered an adult. And that is what we put in to the coding. If you are, let's say you were 10, then you would not be an adult. And it would say you are not an adult. So that's basically what JavaScript did. So yeah, so anyways, so the other thing that they do want to do is they want to go ahead and we want to just go ahead and see, let's go back to the browser again, and I want to refresh it, and let's say that I put in 25. It's going to say you are under 18. So let's go ahead again. Let's try this again. Okay, so let's say you put in 10. So yeah. So that is basically, so optional recommended fix. Sometimes, like what we just saw, it is not, if you're 10 years old, you're not an adult. So an optional but recommended fix, sometimes the prompt treats inputs as text. So let's convert it to a number. Okay, so let's go back to our codes, and right where it says let age equals number. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to put down before prompt, we are going to put let number and then we are going to put in prompt. So that is the second one down. So we're going to do that, and then we are also going to add another parentheses because there's another parentheses in there now. So let age. So then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go down to where it says if. And so if it says, so we're going to put down this. If. Okay, and that doesn't like it. There, and do not use the space because then that messes the whole code up. Like right here, I think there is. Let's do a quick fix. Let's fix this. Let's see if we can fix this. And it looks like we were able to fix that one. So that's where AI is really helpful. So, so then the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and make sure. So for if age, so and the alert is you are an adult. If age is 18, you are an adult. So we already have that. So the next thing is, let's go to else. Alert. You are under. You are under 18. You are under 18. And so this makes your code more accurate and reliable. So let's go ahead and test it again. Let me go ahead and save it. And then we're going to go back to our folder. And I always like to refresh the folder. Okay, so let's say I'm 18. You are an adult. Let's do it again. Let's say I'm 10. You are under 18. So that is correct. That is accurate information because a 10-year-old is not an adult. So this makes your, like I said before, it makes your code more accurate and reliable. So what did we learn in this exercise is how to use if statements to make decisions, how to use else statements for alternative outcomes, and how JavaScript compares values. So I hope this this video was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.